What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the topic of hot motors. Thankfully I have had no troubles thus far with getting really hot motors, and I haven't had a lot of trouble with my personal rigs trying to get rid of hot motors or getting rid of oscillations. But I do know there are a lot of people out there really struggling with quads that just won't fly right. They got really hot motors, they have oscillations all over the place, and they can't get rid of them. So after a bunch of troubleshooting with a couple different people, I have basically come up with a 3-step process that will almost guarantee to get rid of hot motors on any quad, assuming that it's not a hardware issue. If you guys are getting really hot motors, the first thing I always check is to make sure there's not a hardware issue with the quad. Make sure nothing's rubbing up against the flight controller, especially the gyro. Make sure your quad itself isn't too noisy. Make sure you're not using really beat up props. Look to make sure you don't have any bent motor bells or anything like that. Definitely make sure that your motor screws are not actually touching the windings of the inside of the motor. And also, you could have a very electrically noisy quad, in which case making sure the MCU on the flight controller is facing away from the ESC could help a lot. But aside from having a hardware issue with the quad, which is really kind of a case-by-case troubleshooting basis, if that's not the issue, then usually it's one of 3 things. The first and most common issue I've seen is the ESC settings. Second off, it's just a plain filter issue. Or thirdly, your PIDs may be a bit off. So with step number 1, you need to make sure your ESC settings are correct. If you're running BealHeli S ESCs, skip this stage. There's nothing you can really play around with in there that I've noticed cause issues before. But if you are running BealHeli 32, go ahead, make sure you're on the latest version of BealHeli 32. If you have a new ESC, make sure the first thing you do is flash it and make sure it's up to date. Make sure all the ESCs have the same version number so there's no issues there. And once that is done, the best settings that I've personally found to get rid of any hot motors would be to set the ESC PWM frequency to 48 kilohertz, set the DMAG to off, and set the motor timing to auto. Now those aren't the best settings for the best performance, but those have been the most robust settings I have noticed. I can put on any ESC and anything that's having problems, it just shuts it out. The other day I did build a fresh quad from scratch and the quad just flew like absolute garbage. The motors were scalding hot, anything with half throttle would oscillate off in the moon, and nothing I could possibly change in the configurator made it fly any better. I went ahead, flashed it to Betaflight, used the BealHeli 32 pass-through, checked the ESC settings just to realize that the timing was on 16 degrees and the motor PWM frequency was at 24 kilohertz. I changed that out, and literally just that alone went from an unflyable quad with scalding hot motors to one of the best line quads I've ever had. So step 1, if you have hot motors, check those ESC settings and make sure they are on point. Now if you change your ESC settings and nothing changes, or if those are already set and you still have hot motors, that will bring us to tip number 2, which is filters. Now majority of the time, if people are having hot motors on their quad, it's usually a filter issue. And by that, I mean the quad isn't being filtered enough, which is good because that's a really easy fix. In Falco X and in Betaflight, really all you gotta do is start lowering those filter cutoff frequencies. So in Falco X and in Betaflight, if you want to actually increase the amount of filtering, when you go over to the filters page, you actually have to decrease the number you see on that page. So the first step that I would do would be changing the cutoff values for the stage 1 and stage 2 gyro filters. Usually I drop them by about 5 to 10 at a time until the issue goes away. And if dropping the gyro filters doesn't help, go ahead and do the same thing with the D-term filters, because D-term noise is one of the main leading causes of hot motors. Now, if you have the right ESC settings and you've dropped those filter cutoffs incredibly low, around the say 60 to 110 range on stage 1 and stage 2, the last and final step to try and get rid of those hot motors would be to actually adjust your PIDs. Now when it comes to hot motors, the D-term is almost always the culprit. The reason you are getting hot motors in the first place is because the ESC is sending very noisy commands to the motor, so it's having to spool up and spool down and spool up and spool down incredibly fast. And the way that our ESCs actually command the motor to spool down is it shorts out 2 of the FETs on the actual ESC, and that extra RPM actually gets dumped as heat back into the ESC. So if the ESC is constantly telling the motor to spool up and spool down and spool up and spool down, every spool down command basically just generates more and more heat in the motors and on the ESC. And of course, the leading cause of noise is the D term. The D term is basically a noise amplifier. So it's really crucial to make sure you're filtering your D term enough, and also that your D gains aren't too high. So if step 1 and step 2 haven't fixed your hot motor issues, I would go ahead and start dropping your D gains by about 3 to 5 points, flying them around, and keep dropping them down until they're probably in the teens or so before you kind of give up on adjusting the D gains, and then you move on to the P gains. Now, if your D gains are in the teens, you've done steps 1 and step 2, go ahead and start dropping those P gains as well by about 3 to 5, flying it around and repeating the process until the motors cool down. Now, if you've done all those steps, you have incredibly high filtering around the 60 to 100 hertz range on all the stages of filtering. You've dropped your gains down, they're in like the teens and the 20s, and you're still getting hot motors. I can guarantee you have a hardware issue somewhere on your quad. And in that case, I would look back to a couple of things I mentioned earlier in the video of hardware issues that I've commonly seen that cause hot motors. And if none of those seem to be the issue, go ahead and hop on Facebook and try and ask some of the groups online for help, because that's the best and quickest way to get a diagnosis on those weird hardware issues that seem to pop up sometimes. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is my 3-step process to figuring out how to solve hot motors on your quad. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give this a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a nasty comment if you're a true fan. Make sure to check out that Patreon link in the description if you want to help me make these videos come to life. And I will see you guys next time.
Help me, I'm full.